I had two questions, but I was trying to maybe mesh them into one. So last year, Flint Dilly was talking about how each episode, they could only have so many acts of violence through the episodes of violence. So he would try to mesh them all together into one long chain reaction and a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. And as a storyboard artist, do you have to figure that out? And what kind of headache is it, or what kind of chaos, or what goes through your mind when you're trying to stretch this out?
Yeah.
And the other one was, have you ever used storyboarding to influence the story, like to influence a rewrite by going, I think I'm going to add this?
Well, to answer your first question, every artist approaches everything differently, but for me, that type of approach to, people call it violence, I call it action, and trying to figure out how to create and elongate the action sequence. The approach, everybody's going to have a different approach. For me, I just try and read what's there and try and, collect the movie that's in my head and try and make it as coherent or as chaotic as the script calls for. I'm not sure how to answer that question other than, I try and do my best to make it as exciting and compact as what you're saying. What was the second part that you said?
Oh, I was just asking if there's anything you've done where you've seen a script and you've done the storyboard and thought like, oh, I think I'll add this that has influenced.
I've done that quite a bit in a lot of shows. Mainly it was on the X-Men because I was the director on the X-Men. So pretty much when I did that, the lucky part was that I wasn't micromanaged, and so whatever I drew that was it. I had final say over it. And they had a sequence once where Wolverine was in jeopardy from this underground train, and he cuts the third rail, and I didn't like it. I thought it was a bad example, and electricity and all that stuff. Yeah. So I redrew an entire sequence from start, but I kept the flavor of what the writer wrote, but I redrew everything. So there are occasions where I've done that, from scratch.
Yeah, but Wolverine would get better.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.